Welcome everyone to Vandenbrick City. In today's video, a short overview of the city because, well, I'm very close to completing it. I have been busy building so much stuff, I haven't managed to get much content out there, so I'm so sorry about that, but I will try and keep this video quick and I'll get on with it, and I'm sure you'd also love to see what my city looks like and all the details. But first, one of my favourite things in video games is your player or your character stats, how many kills, cars stolen, missions, and all that kind of stuff, and I've kinda done that today as well. And it's been a while since I did this, almost a year, and there's been huge changes in that time, but I've kept track of every penny, every brick used. I've also counted everything, so minifigures, animals, buildings, vehicles, you name it. The only thing I haven't counted is how many hours it took me to build this. Anyways, so the cost, I have spent £8,429.69 on parts, sets and postage to get to this point. Almost all my modulars are bought back in the day when they were released, so no crazy aftermarket prices, and all my buildings are Lego, no knockoffs like Chinese copies, but I have bought parts from AliExpress like railway ballast, tiles, road plates, base plates and masonry bricks. I've also got 2 blue brick sets and a Kada shell petrol station, which isn't Lego. If I also include the materials to build the table, which was roughly £84, my total is £8,514.19. So quite a lot of money, but I'm utilising my parts and sets collection, which I began in 2009. So if you were to do this now from scratch, buying all the old modulars, oh, it would be mental. You could probably double the cost. Next is my part count. This doesn't include figures or animals in that number, it's just parts and base plates, and it's 114,339 pieces. Now, I find this probably the most interesting thing. I don't know why, but it's just one of those quirky things. It's just the breakdown of everything in the city. So I have 157 citizens, including babies. That breaks down to 127 visible minifigures. The other 33 are in vehicles or the interiors of the buildings. Next is animals. There are 64, which is quite a lot. I was surprised about that when I counted them up. So 8 dogs, 3 cats, 2 hedgehogs, 11 butterflies, 3 rabbits, 1 deer, 1 turtle, 1 flamingo, 1 crocodile, 2 crabs, 1 seagull, 6 doves, 4 fish tiles, 1 lobster, 8 fish, 1 bear, 3 mice and 6 ducks, and a Playmobil gorilla, which is King Kong on top of one of my buildings. Next is buildings. There are 32 individual buildings. There's 4 waterways like the canals, 1 railway line, 6 roads, 10 street signs and 6 Dutch flags. Now for vehicles, there are 59 so far. I broke it down to cars, buses, trucks and the F1 race cars, so that's 32 of those. Then there are 3 motorbikes, 9 bicycles, well it's the Netherlands so I've got to have plenty of bikes, 2 trains, 2 planes, 1 helicopter, a flying police car and 1 micromanager. There's also 6 boats, 1 canoe and 1 wagon. I've displayed at a lot of LEGO shows over the last few years, and I always get asked these kind of questions from kids and adults, so I do like having all the information, and it is quite fun counting all the stuff and remembering where I put all the figures. This back section is the newest area of the city. It's my downtown district where all the skyscrapers are and the train station. It took the best part of a year, as I said, to do this. Funny that the front section took a year as well, even though there's way more buildings. The back area just took so long because it's skyscrapers and they take a long time to build, waiting for the parts as well, and it's just a bit more complicated. This boardroom is my bad guy skyscraper. It's one of my city highlights. I haven't displayed this bit yet, so I'm kind of looking forward to the crowd reaction when it goes on display. And this big skyscraper is my Lunatech building. I have Lord Business from the Lego movie here having a business meeting with his fellow bad guys, the Emperor, Darth Vader, Bad Cop and Mickey Mouse, who is representing Disney there. And they're planning more ways to ruin the Star Wars franchise. On the base of that skyscraper is probably my favourite bit of the city at the moment. It's a wee dock area for this canal boat, where I've got stairs up to my modified version of the boutique hotel. The stairs are also the entrance to this dark red canal house, which is one of my favourite buildings. And I used a mirror, which is like a sticker, it's just stuck on there to create this tunnel effect for the canal, and I think it's really effective. The canal house is very narrow, it's really just a facade, and it was a neat way to fill in the corner created by the railway line here. Speaking of which, I also really like this section with the two levels, the buildings up here and the railway below. My train station is a modified version of the brick bank with a platform out front with the cluster of skyscrapers just behind it. Everything looks better in person, and I find this so hard to film because I'm so close up and right in amongst the buildings here, which is pretty cool, but I can't get a long view, unfortunately. I deliberately made sure all my buildings are so different to each other, they really stand out. And I have this sort of descending order with the tallest ones at the back. This is one of my favourite views, just looking down, makes me think of the 90s GTA. I'm displaying the whole city for the very first time at Bricktastic in Manchester in a few weeks, so I'm very excited, but particularly as I can film it in a big space and get some better views, and it's going to be great to get some shots to use in future videos. I'm going to try and get up high as well and get some shots like this so I can get a good view of the city that I don't normally see. As I said, it isn't quite finished yet. The big road area, the bridge/tunnel, still needs to have its corners done. But it's been nice populating it with more vehicles. I am using the white LEGO passenger train, although I've modified its front so it can go around the track better. Oh yeah, another wee view that I just love. In my original city back in 2016, I had C-3PO and R2 waiting for a bus on a bench, so I kind of did that again here. And the fire brigade are rescuing this lassie in the wheelchair's cat, which is stuck above her in the tree. Another favourite thing in my city is the number plates. All my number plates are Dutch style, custom printed, and they are all the initials of family members. It's a pretty cool thing. I also have custom printed road signs. All the streets have names and they all mean something personal to us. We also have some posters on the basis of the street lamps. There's loads of them. I think it's quite a nice feature and makes it quite different. Not all my buildings have interiors, as I do feel it's a waste of my parts until I can get the city finished, and then I can concentrate on interiors later. This is my South African embassy next to the Chinese restaurant. There's a very detailed interior, probably my favourite is this one. I have the main desk downstairs, the ambassador's office is in the middle with her apartment on the top, and there's an elevator in the corner. I love doing it, but as I said, it's parts intensive. I really don't like studs, so I tile all the floors of my interiors, and it uses up so many tiles. And I'm looking at this now and thinking, oh god, I could use that outside actually on the exterior. So this is the problem I have, you know, how far do you take it with doing interiors? For sure, a highlight of my city is the F1 parking garage, a building that defies logic and makes no sense. It's just cool, and all the F1 cars are inside and you can see them. It's totally unique. I've so far never seen anything like it elsewhere. All those poor drivers are imprisoned inside. How do the cars get out? Who knows? But I can't wait to see the reaction at LEGO shows. You know what's mad? Believe it or not, it's 1 in the afternoon right now. Okay, it's January, but the light outside is abysmal. And I've got every light on and the curtain open and it's still dark. Anyway, I hope you like my wee city. I will be putting out a very comprehensive tour in the coming week or so. If you really want to have a deep dive, then check it out. In the meantime, I've been building new micro stadiums, micro city stuff, a few new vehicle mocks, and more city stuff too, so lots to come. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you like the city, and I'll see you in the next video.